Hello everyone, it's Michelle, and I believe it has been, 4 months since I've been on here? So I wanted to try to do a, hey, where the hell has Michelle been video before I started making other videos. So I've tried to make this video like 4 times and it either goes too long, I mess up, or I forget things, so I'm going to try to remember this time. So the first few things, I guess, just in general, I have been pretty good. I've been working a lot on myself, which has been a huge part of my personal path just since I've started. Even when I first started making my YouTube videos. I think your personal quest is always in motion. And mine has really started to move forward, and I think a lot of that has to do with my new identity as AwakenTheFlames. It happened before the name, of course. It actually started that. Fusa, come here. That's my kitty. He doesn't care. So it started back at a festival that I went to in September where I had a really amazing experience with fire. So that has just made me start to look inside my inner flame and to get the fire going in my life. So what you see behind me, you see my altar to me, basically. It's what I call my Zen altar. And Foos, oh my goodness, go that way. And I have inspirational messages to myself. I have all kinds of stones and different things. My little abalone shell so I can have sage. I like to do a lot of cleansing on this altar. Just candles for ambiance. You know, I have this, which is a daily meditation guide for the Celtic spirit. So that's pretty cool because my path is Irish. So I thought that maybe this would be a nice little thing to do. So I have that as well. And yeah, so I mean that's a lot about how I've been trying to manifest fire. One thing that you might notice is I have a lot of belly dancing pictures. There's one behind that candle. There's Rachel Bryce. That's Zoe Jakes. And then Rachel Bryce again in those 2 places. So I've been trying to do a lot of belly dancing. I take belly dancing classes, and I actually am taking them with my mother. I was so excited that she decided to do it with me. So we've been doing belly dancing. Next week is our last class, but there's another class at a different studio that I'm going to take here at the end of July, so I'm going to learn more technique. This class has been a lot about learning different types of fusion. Last night we did Bollywood fusion, which was so crazy, but so much fun. You cannot be sad and do Bollywood. You just can't. So I've been learning a lot of that. I've been doing yoga. I have this little basket over here where I keep my yoga stuff and my belly dancing stuff. So I keep all that stuff near my me altar. My path altar is totally different, and it's on the other side of the room. It's more of a personal altar, you know. It's specific to my path. It's one that I don't show everybody. Of course, if you come into my house, you'll see it, but it's not something that I'll show off on my channel. What else? Oh, this is interesting. I've been thinking about getting back on YouTube for a long time, and especially over the last month. Like, what can I post? What do people want to hear? Not want to hear, but what are the topics that we want to talk about? What should I do? Do people even remember me? Like, has the YouTube community moved on and I need to catch up? I mean, what's going on? So I wasn't sure what to do. But the other day, Invoking the Balance got a hold of me, and we started talking, and she asked me to be a part of a collab channel. And that collab channel is called Peppermint Juju. Some of you might already know it. It's been around for, I think, about a year, and they've gone through a couple changings of the guard, but the torch has been passed again, and we're starting what we are calling Peppermint Juju 2.0. So it's the same channel that you've always known, but that's just what we're calling it. And we're doing our intro videos this week. There have been a few up already. I'll post a link to mine in the bottom bar. I will also post a link to the channel in the bottom bar as well. So check that out. It's people from different paths. We've got some very traditional people. We've got some very ecstatic people. We've got some primal people. We've just everybody, just little bits of everything. And I think it's going to be very interesting to see where everybody's coming from, because each week we're assigned a topic and we talk about that. You know, what do we know about it? What is our opinion on it? Here's something we do that's related to that. We can show you recipes. We can give you meditation. We can dance. I mean, like, whatever we want, as long as it's related to the topic somehow, I guess. So that's going to be very interesting. We're not on a day schedule, so it's whenever you post during the week is when you post, just so you know. So that's going to be really cool. Like I said, I've already made my video, and I've also been trying to focus more on my specific path. I've done a lot of researching in the past. I've, dabbled here, I've dabbled there. This deity's come up, this deity's come up, and a lot of you might remember that I worked with Hecate a lot, and I did, but recently she's just kind of stepped off. She's, her part in my life is done. So after that happened, I really was trying to figure out, well, where am I focusing? And I talked with my mentor, who is an Irish witch, and she's been teaching me a lot of things that relate to Irish witchcraft. And I decided that I was going to learn that path. It's very involved with my ancestors. It's very much a part of my heart because I love being Irish. I'm also German, so there's that. But I decided to go that route because the two deities that have been speaking to me, but I just haven't paid attention to until recently, have been Breed and Lou. They have been around for about 3 years, and it hasn't been until recently that I've really accepted them into my life. So that is my personal path, Irish witchcraft. And that's what my altar is set up for. So there's that. I have this little bracelet that I made, and it's just to remind me that my path is Irish. That doesn't mean that I can't learn about other things. It doesn't mean that I can't work with other deities. But when it comes down to it, at the end of the day, what I know is Irish witchcraft. What I'm learning is Irish witchcraft. And I'm very much still learning. I think I've always said that, and I don't think I'll ever stop. I'm just learning. I don't know everything about everything, so there's that. I'm learning this, which is the Ogham, a very sacred writing system, an ancient writing system in the Celtic tradition, so I thought I'd learn that. It's similar to runes, I guess, but this book I found at a yard sale, actually, for like 50 cents, and it looks legit. My mentor checked it out and said, yeah, it looks cool, so I'm going to learn through this. But like I said, I've also been learning other paths, too, just because. I mean, you can never know too much. So I've been taking classes with my mentor, but also with, I went to a workshop with Alaric Albertson, and if any of you are familiar with the Anglo-Saxon path, you might know who he is. He wrote his first book, which was called Travels Through Middle-earth, which is just a very simple breakdown of an Anglo-Saxon path. Then this is the second book that I purchased from him. It's called Weird Working. I actually met Alaric at a festival that I went to last September with Invoking the Balance and Solitary Witch Tracks. My mentor founded the festival and puts it on every year, and Alaric was there. And I met him, and I talked to him, and he signed the first book, Travels Through Middle-earth, which was really great, because I was just excited, like, oh my gosh, I got my book signed. So then I saw him again, and we hung out, and I went to 2 of his classes, and then there was a man named Taryn Martin who also taught a class on mead making, so I learned how to make my own mead, which is really cool. But Alaric, he wrote me a little dedication. Just, if you want to try to read this, it's in the Futhorc not the Futhark, not the Elder Futhark. This is the Futhork. So if you want to try to figure out what that says, please be my guest. It's my pirate name, so once you can read that, you will know my pirate name. I thought it was hilarious because my pirate name is pretty sweet, and I loved how he figured out how to write it in runes. So I've gone to the workshops about that, and I have been reading The Outer Temple of Witchcraft by Christopher Penczak, and also Advanced Witchcraft by Dane McCoy, who is another author that I really, really like. And this is pretty much what it says. It's advanced witchcraft, and all that means is it kind of goes more into theory and virtues and accountability and things like that. It's not so much like Wicca 101, Scott Cunningham, Silver Ravenwolf kind of thing. It's a little bit more in-depth, and I really think this is great. I would recommend this to anyone who just wants to learn more about witchcraft. Yeah. I really like it. So, the cool thing about getting back into this YouTube groove is that it does inspire you to really start to actively research and actively read about your path again. And although I've been studying, I've been connecting in different ways, you know, sometimes you just kind of fade away from your wagon for a bit. It happens to everybody every now and again. So I'm feeling very motivated to start talking to people, to start learning, and to start amping up my own personal practice and studying, because especially when it got nice outside after that really long winter that we had, I haven't been doing as much as I should have been doing. So I'm very excited about all of that. What else? Oh, I got engaged, so that's exciting. I was going like this, and I thought maybe somebody will notice the ring. But I did. I got engaged. My now fiance Jason proposed to me on our 2nd year anniversary, May 3rd. So we're going to be getting married next May 3rd, which is our 3-year anniversary. So that's one date that we have to remember. So it's perfect. And my mentor is actually going to be the one who marries us, which is going to be so perfect. And I'm just really excited. I'm so in love with this guy, and it just makes me happy to know that I've found that thing that I've just been looking for my whole life. And he's such a big dork, and I love him. So yeah, I got engaged, and what else? I don't know. I guess that's it. I mean, there's always more time to update you on other stuff. But I told you about Peppermint Juju. I told you about my path, my fire stuff. I'm not redheaded anymore, obviously. It was just too much upkeep, so now I'm blonde again. I got my nose pierced, which was really cool as well. And yeah, been reading a lot of fiction, love fiction. My bookshelf is incredible. So there's that. And then I've got my little dancing hat. It's got peacocks on it, and that's what I do when I want to get fierce. I put it on and I clean my house. Oh, I think that's everything. So thanks for watching. I know this video has been very long, but it's been such a long time since I've seen you, so thank you very much for watching my videos. And I hope to make more soon. I don't know when, but I have a feeling that being a part of Peppermint Juju and talking to all my friends again and getting back into this groove is really going to inspire me to start talking about certain things. So get pumped, 'cause I'm pumped. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Love your faces. Bye!